I don't want to be a hypocrite here. I want to make sure that I'm setting the example for my patients and my family and friends, really to show that health is the utmost of my priority. I know it's tough, and I fell into the trap too.
Hey, fitness and health fans, it's game on with another episode of the Sporting Good Posture podcast. Get Coach Marghella's advice from the sidelines as he helps you crush your game, no matter what health or fitness game you play.
Hey, I'm Coach Marghella. I'm sporting good posture. What are you sporting?
Hey, Coach Marghella, what's your advice today?
Welcome back to a very special episode of Sporting Good Posture. Today, there's something special I want to talk to you about, and it's actually a personal journey that I'm taking right now. I'm actually doing the lipolaser program myself. This is the first time I've done it in 5 years, actually 6 years since I first got the lipolaser in my office. And when I first did the lipolaser 6 years ago on myself, it was something that I wasn't sure if it would even work. And I did sessions on myself. I ended up losing 6 inches when I did the program. Now, I wasn't really working out as much then. I didn't really do a lot of nutrition with it. I just did the lipolaser just to see if it really worked. And when it did, and I really wasn't doing much for it, I knew that it was something that was really good that I wanted to add to the office. And it was a way that I could give non-invasive weight loss to my patients who had told me in the past they were doing liposuction, they were taking crazy medicines like phentermine and things like that. And those are the type of things that I don't recommend to do because they're temporary and they're dangerous for you. So I wanted to find something that had no side effects, no pain, no downtime. So I added the lipolaser in and I did it on myself to make sure that it worked. Well, fast forward now, it's been 6 years since I've done that. And I haven't done as much for myself the last few years. I have 2 kids now. And, you know, I've added some hours at my office and I've done some more things. I do a lot more outside speaking events. I do lunch and learns. I do a lot of things that, you know, take up my time. So I found that I wasn't working out like I should be. And that was my own fault for doing that. I look back on things that I had done in the past and I really wanted to make sure that I was doing the things that I'm telling people to do because I don't want to be a hypocrite here. I want to be Coach Marghella. I want to make sure that I'm setting the example for my patients and my family and friends, really to show that health is the utmost of my priority in my life. I also want to be an inspiration for you out there because I know it's tough and I fell into the trap too. I got lazy, I got distracted, I got stressed out, and I put my health on the back burner. Luckily, I was still getting adjusted all this time and I still was eating pretty well, but I did cut out a lot of my workouts. And I had to figure out a way also to do the workouts where I wouldn't be as sore so that when I come in to adjust people in the office that I wasn't feeling tired from the workouts and trying to do the adjustments. So I've really done a lot of research on this and I'm working with All Strength Nashville right now. They're helping me with the workouts and the nutrition part of it. I'm also working with NutriShop in Franklin here. They do scans for you, and anybody can go in at any time and do a scan on there. It's called an in-body scan, and it breaks down every part of what's going on in your body. It breaks down what your weight is, what your body fat mass is, what your body fat percentage is, what your actual skeletal muscle mass is, and it shows like what parts of your body have muscle on it and how much is there. So like it breaks down each arm, each leg, your neck, your torso, your chest. It breaks down every part of your body. So I'm going to be posting those each week. So I took my first one last week and I'm going to be posting each week my results with that and show the changes. And the cool thing was on Monday when I did my first lipolaser, I did a scan at lunch and then I did a lipolaser in the afternoon. And then I went back that night and did another scan, and I almost lost a whole body fat percentage point even after just one lipo treatment. And it reminded me how quick the lipo really works because the lipolaser is designed to put your body immediately into fat burning mode. And by doing that, it makes it more efficient. You know, I'm at the point where if I'm going to put the time in, I need to see results. Just like you, I want to see instant results too. I want to put myself in a position where I'm working smarter and not harder, because I want to make sure that I'm losing fat right away, I'm gaining muscle, and I'm seeing results. Because just like you, I want to stay motivated to keep on doing it. And I know what it's like to be stressed out. I know what it's like to be busy with work and have kids and a full-time job. And, my wife works as well. I know what it's like out there. So I'm just like you, dealing with stress, dealing with family life and everything and trying to juggle those things. But it's about making time, not finding time. You have to make the time that you want to do the things in your life that are important for you. If you say, I'm going to find the time, then it never happens. And so for me, I've made time now. So my time has to be the morning, because when I get up in the morning, I have about an hour and a half window before anybody else wakes up. So I get up now about 5:15, and I'm doing my workouts about 5:30 to 6:15 in the morning, because that's the time where I can be alone. I'm not interrupting anybody else's day, and it's before everybody else gets up. So I don't have the responsibility of being Coach Marghella yet, Father Marghella, husband Marghella. I'm just being able to work out and do that for me. So I've found that that's the best time for me. And also the research shows that the morning time is the best time to do the workouts. That's when your body is most receptive to the changes. So I like to do the workouts in the morning. I'm also a morning person, so I wake up earlier anyway. For me, at the end of the day, once work is over, because I don't get out of the office till 6:30, sometimes 7 o'clock at night, there's no way I can go work out at that point, because then I won't be able to see my kids and see my wife at the end of the day and help out, read to my kids at bedtime, have dinner with them. So for me, the time is in the morning. For you out there, it may be different. It may be lunchtime. It may be at the end of the day. It depends on if you have kids or not, or your work schedule. Maybe on the weekends. It just depends on that. But it's about making the time, not just finding the time. Because if you say I'm going to find the time, then it just seems like it never happens. Just today, it's a Sunday today, and I worked out. I woke up early this morning. I woke up at 7. I slept in a little bit, so I woke up at 7, did my workout, and I got it done before everybody else woke up. Somebody once told me that working out, going to church, there's a lot of times you don't feel like doing it. But when you finally have done it, you never regret doing it. You always feel better after it's done. You never go, man, I really shouldn't have had that workout today, or I really shouldn't, went to church today. Those are the kind of things that really, once you've done it, you're like, man, that was worth it. And you feel better. I feel like I've already accomplished a lot today. It's Sunday morning. I've already worked out. I've done some podcast episodes. I've read some things just in a book that I've been reading. So I'm doing things for myself. And honestly, doing those things, I've already done 3 or 4 things for the day. I've already accomplished more in the first couple hours of the day than most people might all day. And it really feels good to accomplish those things. It's good, too. I have my neighbor next door. I've been working out with him. We got some equipment in his garage, so it's like old school. I'm going in there. I got my hat on. It's cold outside, and I'm in the gym doing old school workouts just like I used to in high school, and it feels good to do that. And honestly, it really makes me feel better, because I know that I'm accomplishing something. And I'll be honest, I'm sore because I'm not able to do the weight I used to do. I don't have the stamina that I did, but I'm still doing it, and I'm still pretty strong after all these years. And doing these workouts really put me in a better position. I'm feeling better. I'm less stressed. I'm more focused. And I know my immune system's doing well. I'm around sick people all the time. I have a lot of people with the flu that come in, with colds, with a whole bunch of infections right now. Everybody's getting sick, and I'm able to fight it off because I'm keeping my body healthy. I'm eating better. I'm working out consistently, and I'm doing these things for myself. And I want to just show people that you can do it. And believe me, I'm not perfect. I went to the Predators game last night, and I had a couple beers at the game. But you know what? I worked out all week, and I did the right things. And I don't expect to be perfect. I want to do these things to show you that you can do it too. It can be done. And the mindset is really a big part of that. I've talked about mindset in the past, and I like to do these episodes because it reminds me to remind myself that I need to take my own advice, and I need to go back and listen to my own podcast so I can remember how important it is to do these things myself. And mindset's another part of it. And if your mindset's not right, and if you're not focused on that, and you haven't made those things a priority, then it's not going to happen. But again, if you just make a few small changes, you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to do it 6-7 days a week. If you just take a few days a week and do that, if you do the lipolaser, if you're working out, you watch what you eat. And even if you start out slow and just cut out some things and work your way up to doing more things with your nutrition and your workouts, it's not so daunting. The hardest thing about getting back in shape is just getting started. That first week or two, that's the hardest part. And that's kind of what put me off this whole time. But you know what? Now that I'm a week into it, week and a half into it, it really isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. And it's because I'm more focused and I have a plan. And it's good to have a plan and have a coach. I have a trainer, I have a nutritionist, and I have accountability. So I know that I'm succeeding because my reputation's on the line. I want to make sure that I'm doing these things because I want to help you do better for your health. And I want to be the inspiration that you need. If you feel like you may not be able to do it, I want to show you that you can and that it is possible and that you can do it. So this whole month, I'll be doing the workouts. I'll be posting my results each week. So you can follow me on Instagram at Sporting Good Posture and on Facebook at Ideal Health and Wellness Center. And I'll be posting on there each day some of my workouts, some of the nutrition I'm doing, some of the scans that I'm having for pre and post each week. And you'll be able to see my progress, and you'll be able to see what it does to your body and how quick the changes happen. The lipolaser alone is really an awesome thing, but if you combine it with workouts and some nutrition and better sleep and drinking some water, I mean, it just melts off. I'm telling you. Like, I've seen results in a week now that normally used to take me, a couple months. And I'm interested to see when I go for my scan this week exactly where I'm at with my body fat. And again, I'm going to be losing weight. I'm going to be losing body fat. But for me personally, the body fat is really the most important thing. The number on the scale, obviously, you don't want to be too heavy, but that's really not as important as your percent body fat, because that's what counts the most. That's what shows that you're healthier. That's where you're going to fit in that old pair of pants, that dress, that shirt, that pair of shorts that you haven't been wearing. That's really what counts more is having that body fat down. That's what really means the most. That's what shows that you're healthier. So again, keep that in mind when you're doing these things. And if you have any questions, please reach out to me at Sporting Good Posture. DM me on Instagram. Tell me what's going on, and I'll tell you what I think. I want to help you on your journey because I'm on mine. Please follow me this month so you can see what's going on. We'll have a big weight loss challenge and lipolaser special coming up here in January. So again, stay tuned to the episodes I'll be doing this month about my personal journey and some of the things that I'll be doing next month in January. And we'll even be giving some prizes away for those that compete and really try to jump into this thing 2 feet. Remember, the coach's door is always open. This is Coach Marghella. I'm Sporting Good Posture. How about you?
The Sporting Good Posture podcast is a broadcast wellness production powered by Ideal Health and Wellness Center. All content copyright 2019, all rights reserved. Executive producer Frank Sardella. Dr. Marghella appears courtesy of Ideal Health and Wellness Center in Cool Springs. For more information, visit sportinggoodposture.com or follow Coach on Instagram at sportinggoodposture.
Right. Rocky would not be proud of me right now, so...
Rocky's not proud. Rocky's mad. Step off, Frank. Step off.
But Rocky, I made sandwiches.
Yeah, all right.